Hey, what's up, everybody? Gold has broken another all-time high. Not just any all-time high, but it has broken the $2,200 mark for the first time ever. Silver is down just a little bit this morning as I'm recording this video in the morning on March the 21st, 2024. But everything was up yesterday after Jerome Powell had his press conference yesterday on March the 20th, 2024. We spoke all about that a lot over the last couple of weeks. I did a video about it on March the 19th. And on that video, I did say that what he was going to do with the interest rates probably wasn't going to shock many people by leaving rates unchanged. It was his wording, his tone, what he said in that press conference that was going to move the markets one way or another. It was going to bring markets down or push markets up. And what he said absolutely pushed pretty much every market way further in the green. On this video, I would like to discuss why are the markets way up today? Why is gold above $2,200 an ounce? Silver was way up yesterday, even though it's a little bit down today. And the stock market, the Dow Jones, has also breached an all-time high. We're going to discuss all of that on this video today. Please consider hitting that thumbs up button on the video and definitely let me know your thoughts, your opinions in that comment section below. Now, while gold is sitting above $2,200 an ounce and silver is above $25 per ounce for now, we just don't know how the markets are going to fully digest what Jerome Powell said yesterday. Possibly we'll see some more pullbacks later this morning or as we go later in the day. I don't know. But what Jerome Powell said yesterday definitely excited pretty much every market. The stock market, silver and gold, and cryptos, everything was pushing much further in the green. So even though the fact that rates were left unchanged, he didn't start cutting rates yesterday, he didn't increase rates yesterday, but he left rates unchanged. That shocked nobody. It didn't shock me. I don't think it shocked you. It didn't shock the markets. What did, I think, shock the markets, maybe not so much shock the markets, but made the markets really happy, is because of the hotter than expected inflation for January and February. The markets, I think, were expecting that possibly Jerome Powell would hint towards less rate cuts in 2024. Previously, he was projecting that there was going to be 3 rate cuts in 2024 or by a possible 75 basis points. And many articles that I was reading just a couple of days ago was hinting towards he may change that tone and say, you know what, inflation is still running hotter than expected. Maybe we'll cut back on those rate cuts and maybe do only 2 rate cuts or 1 rate cut or possibly even 0 rate cuts in 2024. But in that press conference yesterday, in my opinion, he largely ignored the hotter than expected inflation for January and February and said we are going to, for now, push on with those 3 rate cuts this year in 2024 or possibly by 75 basis points. I listened to a lot of that press conference yesterday. I didn't listen to the entire thing in its full totality, but he did say in that press conference, well, he did say in totality a lot in that press conference like he always does, but he also said for the inflation, the higher than expected inflation for January, he kind of attributes that to the holiday season, right? So he said January's higher than expected inflation was largely due to the holiday season from 2023, and February's inflation was hotter than expected or warmer than expected, but not as bad as January. So he's projecting still, as of for now, who knows what's going to happen going forward. But the reason why the markets, in my opinion, are very happy yesterday and may continue to be excited today is because of the possible, still projected 3 rate cuts this year in 2024. Now, what if the CPI number, the inflation data comes back for March warmer or hotter than expected? And then in April, will he decide to cut back, so to speak, on those rate cuts, or decide, well, inflation is still hotter than expected, maybe we can't cut rates by 75 basis points in 2024, maybe we'll cut rates by 50 basis points or 25 basis points or 0 in 2024. We just don't know what is going to happen down the road. So the next decision for what's going to happen possibly with the rate cuts is not going to be until May the 1st, 2024, which is about 41 days away from the recording of this video. And by then, there's going to be 2 more CPI reports and PPI and all that inflation data. And we don't know what's going to be in those reports, how they're going to cook that up, the angle that those are going to be, so to speak. So if those are hotter than expected, then possibly he will dial back on those 3 rate cuts, and that could bring the markets back down. So we just don't know what is going to happen. But for the meeting in May, there's still a 91.6% chance that rates will remain unchanged. June is one of the questions, and as of right now, there's a 68.3% chance that rates will be cut by 25 basis points. As of right now, for the July meeting, it is showing, the CME Group FedWatch tool is showing a 47.1% chance that rates will be cut by 25 basis points, a 36.9% chance that rates will be cut by 50 basis points, and 12.9% chance that rates will be left unchanged. Now, I'm not greatly confident that rates are going to be cut in July, but that's just my opinion. However, it's tricky to speculate on what even is going to happen in May, let alone this far out in July. So we just don't know what is going to happen. But for now, the markets are definitely fat and happy as of recording this video. Now, by the time this video is uploaded, who knows? Maybe gold will dip below that $2,200 mark, and maybe silver is still above $25, or maybe it's below $25. I don't know. As I'm recording this video, the dollar index is also up. The DXY is up 0.10 or 0.10% up to 103.54. So everything is up today, including the US dollar index, at least as I am recording this video. I would like to reference an article from Yahoo Finance. It says the Federal Reserve on Wednesday held interest rates steady and made no changes to its forecast that it will be necessary to cut rates 3 times in 2024. The central bank's benchmark interest rate remained in the range of 5.25% to 5.50% at the conclusion of its latest policy meeting on Wednesday, the highest since 2001, while maintaining forecasts that the Fed would need to lower this rate by 75 basis points by the end of this year. The Fed's policy announcement said the central bank does not expect it will be appropriate to reduce the target range until it has gained greater confidence that inflation is moving sustainably towards 2%. 9 officials, and when they say officials, I believe they mean FOMC officials, it says 9 officials who offered forecasts on Wednesday see the central bank needing to cut rates 3 times this year. 5 officials believe 2 rate cuts will be needed. So they only agreed upon the 3 rate cuts by 1 vote, 1 single vote. And that's why I did a community post yesterday. I said that they agreed on 3 as of right now. We don't know if that will change, but as of right now, they agreed on 3 rate cuts in 2024, but they only agreed on that by 1 vote. If they had 1 vote less, then that would have meant that they would have agreed on 2 rate cuts instead of 3. So very interesting. The decision to stay the course for 3 rate cuts this year, the same number of cuts forecast in December, comes after sticky inflation data was thought to push officials to scale back the number of cuts for 2024. Those hotter than expected inflation readings in January and February, Fed Chair Jay Powell said at a Wednesday afternoon press conference, haven't really changed the overall story, which to me was surprising. And I think that part was surprising to the markets and why the markets were pushed much further on the upside, in my opinion, which is that of inflation moving down gradually on a sometimes bumpy road towards 2%. I don't think that story has changed. All right, that's all I'm going to read of this article. Like I said, I'll put this article in the description of this video if you would like to read this article. There's a little bit more on here if you would like to read this in its full context. As far as buying silver and gold at these prices, that's for you to decide. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, come to your own conclusions. Nothing in this video, of course, is financial advice. I, for one, will not be buying much metals at these prices for now. I bought a bunch of silver when silver just a month or 2 ago was at $22 per ounce. Let me know what you're doing in that comment section below. What do you think about gold going over $2,200 an ounce? Silver currently still over $25 per ounce, and Bitcoin is up, stock market is up, everything is pushing higher this morning. Will it continue higher? We always get pullbacks. We just don't know when those pullbacks will happen, the extent of those pullbacks. But I do appreciate everybody for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely let me know your thoughts, your opinions in that comment section below. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.